Welcome to Keepin It a Bean. My name is Marquisedavon Richards. This is where we bring together culture, conversation, and commentary all over a cup of coffee. There ain't no coffee with us now.
That's okay.
But Keepin' a Bean, coffee bean, bring it all together.
There you
go. So welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you. Please introduce yourself and let the people know what you do.
Hi, my name is Miss LaTanya Clement. You can call me LaTanya Clement. I'm the mother of Corey Clement, Super Bowl champion of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on now.
What I do now, I'm an educator.
Same. Come on.
Our last day is tomorrow, actually.
Look, I know.
My passion is children.
Yes.
Actually, my passion is student athletes. Because I know there's a lot of things that they do not know about the glitz and the glamour behind the scene of how it could be wonderful and it could be grimy at the same time. Right. So what I'm trying to do is educate our young men and women about what it takes to be a student athlete, the grind that it takes, the persistence, consistency, what you need to do every day to maintain where you need to be, because you can't get there by your good looks.
Come on now.
It takes grades, it takes SATs, it takes character, it takes a whole bunch of stuff. So I teach college and career readiness.
So I'm in the college access space.
Yeah, okay.
I'm right at Temple, so
Okay, so we understand each other.
Yeah, okay.
So when I have my high school students, I have to let them know, your character goes a long way. So if you put on social media, don't think for one moment no one can get there. They hire people to look at your social media page every time. So you got to be careful about that. You have to be careful about your grades. And they see the passion in my face. And I said, it takes 1%. Not everyone's going to make it, but at least you give it a hard try.
Right.
What made my son, I would say, exceptional is because he's on, you look him up.
Yep.
He he has a great work ethic.
Yep.
He's been working doing this since he was 6 years old. He had this passion since he was 6 years old. And he told me he was going to get his Super Bowl ring before he was 30.
Yes,
and he did.
Say that.
And he did. So he worked his tail off, and I commend him for doing hard work. But hard work comes from following his mom and his dad.
Yeah.
And his brother. So we had to put that out there to him.
Right.
Nothing
You're
comes to
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm out, and I still do it.
Right.
He said, "Mom, you always on your grind."
Come on.
I'm always on my grind. I'm
that.
not going to stop being on my grind. And I want the young people to know it takes a lot to get to where you need to be.
Right.
You just can't say, blink your eye, I'm there. No, you got to work for it, honey.
Takes time. You got to put in your
late
time.
Late night, early mornings.
Yep.
And I stress to some of these kids, first year of college, you may or may not. It all depends. Because my son said he wasn't going to make his first year because student athlete is something really.
It's different because you got two jobs on campus. You got your training 5 in the morning, and you got your afternoons,
and then you got to come back and do your playbook and your paper and all the good stuff. So it's not easy from August to December.
Right.
That's what makes or breaks you.
Right.
So you got to have a strong family background. So.
No, and I love that you even mentioned all of that, because I think that is so important. I think it's so missing sometimes in these spaces of just like understanding, like, I'm going to be a student athlete, but do you understand what work that kind of takes too? And so I love that you're even able to take this from a mother's perspective and be able to say, like, actually, no, this is what my son had to do to get in this space.
I'm like mom.
Yeah.
I'm like mom in the building.
And that's real, though. So I appreciate that you're able to still take what you have learned through life and also his experience, but also your experience of witnessing this and then being able to apply it, and you're paying it forward. And I think that's such a beautiful thing, because D1 athletes, D2 athletes, D3 athletes don't even know like half of what they're going to be going through. And so it's good to have the imagination, but the fact that you're able to apply it and be able to tell the story, it's one thing to think about it, it's one thing to live it.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's funny you said that, because I have a side business, well, not side business, but my permanent business will be in the near future, Clement Enterprises College and Career Readiness. And the reason I said it is because a lot of the kids slip through the cracks. Yeah. A lot of kids go missing in action because counselors only focus on the ones with the high SAT. But you got a lot of kids out here that need that special one-on-one attention that I do give to them, that their parents don't understand, never probably went to college and don't understand the dynamics of what it takes to get into college and to be that student athlete that their son or daughter is looking to be. I'm that person that they can come and give me a call and be like, Ms. Clement, what do we do now from here? Now. And I still do it. What do you do here? What I do here from here? And I tell anybody, don't let that bright light and glitz fool you. I said, because you might be running back number 44.
Look, because you see the results, but you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. And you got to have the stipulation, you have to have determination, you have to make sure when you go to these, I have to be a recruiter too. So I already know what to ask. When he look at me, it's like, oh my God,
here she goes.
I got a lot of questions.
So what you're not going to do.
What you're not going to do. And I have to in school and tell the parents as well, school them on what to look for. Don't look for, this is beautiful, this and the other. When your son or daughter get to this position, will they be able to play? How many people are before them? Right. So my son picked the right school for him because there's only 2 people in front of him, and that was James White and Melvin Gordon. So he was third. So guess what? He wasn't going red shirt, and they don't even know what that means.
And you just named something that's so important too. Something I have to do is like build capacity, because I work with first generation students. Okay. And so even in that space, everything is new.
Yes.
And so knowing the right questions to ask, knowing and building capacity for all families to be able to go and be able to advocate for themselves as well. And because I'm like, this isn't, college doesn't just impact the sole person. No. It's a family decision. It's a family
affair. Yeah. Like I went through college, I think twice. My son went through, oldest, and then my youngest. So it's like when they go to college, you go to college.
Right. And that's
you're checking in, making sure they're okay and grades are where they need to be. But I loved it. And I'm not going to say I did. I loved every minute. And if I had a chance to do it again, I would.
Come on now. No, I just want to say thank you for keeping it a bean with me today. Of course. Telling the story. And also congratulations on all the work you're doing. As a fellow educator, I just really appreciate that level of work.
Yes.
Because sometimes our student athletes don't even know half the time.
No.
And so thank you for also supporting a very specific
thank you for having me. I was surprised. I didn't expect to be here, but
we're here.
I'm happy.
We're here. Come on now. So super nice to meet you. Like I said, my name is Marquise Davon Richards.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show.
All right. Thank you guys.